This is
what?
Hard to swallow.
Gross.
She should have put him back on the rack.
You cannot talk to me.
On the second lead vocalist of the
Hi, Swallowers. Welcome back to Hard to Swallow podcast. I'm your host, Emily J. On Instagram and Twitter as Ain't I Emery. And of course, I'm joined here with some Negroes I know.
Period.
Do I know my own name today?
Do you?
Man, I think you need to say that again.
Bitch, it sounds like I'm chewing on carpet. Bitch, my name is Emery Lavelle J. I know who I am,
You
mama.
know, baby.
Period.
I know myself. Timid nos. Joining me now is Lyrical Mar on Instagram and Twitter as Lyrical Mar.
I'll do something from my upcoming EP, Marchives, Volume 1.
Give it to me.
You know I bees in the trap. I pull up in there, they're knotting. Drees on my back, sipping on scotch out from Scotland. Trees in the pack. What's my fee to get it popping? Please see attached.
Well, all right now, bitch. You was ready.
That's just a little bit because y'all need to stream.
Inject it into my veins, bitch.
Hi.
Put the archives in your archive, girls.
Okay, put the archives in your archive.
Yes. Yes.
Also joining me is Lindsay Wagner on Instagram and Twitter as Linz Wags.
Hello, everybody. I mean, my bitch is taking ass with their hand out over here, okay? All 2025. We shaking ass with our hand out. Hi, everyone.
Right. Shake your motherfucking rum shaker.
Okay, with the hand out, though.
Get you some coins on the side, bitch.
Okay. Yes.
But Lyrical
My
Mar,
daughter said so.
please tell us more about this Marchives Volume 1. When is it dropping?
May 16th on Janet Jackson's birthday.
Yes.
On Mother's birthday.
Huh.
Is that intentional?
I mean, it was a Friday. And I wanted it to be out before Pride started.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why not just bring that energy? You know?
Why not?
I've been around her enough to have that energy rub off on me.
You're practically besties.
Yeah. And we're twinsies.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, you know, we're dropping in on Mother's birthday, May 16th. It's a 5-track EP, so it is a very easy listen. It's 20 minutes. Come on. And also, bitch is just, it's just next level. But also, let me tell you something. Bitch, it's going to be my, just stay tuned. It's going to be over. That's all I got to say.
It's a swan song. I love it.
Can you tease us with any details that's different than usual about you this delivery? Or should we just wait?
I just feel more confident.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Pride tour going on, which I have been confirmed, so I can say that on May 23rd, I will be performing at the opening ceremony for Black Pride.
Yes.
That's May 23rd at the Capitol Hilton, hosted by T.S. Matheson.
Yes. The Pride of the Swallows is giving you pride.
Yes.
I know that's motherfucking
absolutely,
right.
Because I'm gay before I'm what? Black.
Amen.
And then on May 28th, I'm doing the District of Pride Showcase again at the Lincoln Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be cute, and that's hosted by the Mayor's Office of LGBTQ Affairs. Thank you, Mario Bowser. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I also have the World Pride Music Festival headlined by Jennifer Lopez, featuring Paris Hilton, Tinashe, and Troy.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Sivan?
Mm-hmm.
And that's on
June.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So that's on Friday, June 6th, and I know he lives for Janet Jackson too. I said, okay, that's a nice thing to know. Pointing my finger.
Mm-hmm.
And so, listen, I have a baby tour for Pride.
Work.
It's going to be epic.
It's gonna be cute, girl. So, yeah, this time it's like giving us, bitch. I ain't got much time left, bitch. I'm no young spring chicken. So I'm really about to pull out all the stops because it's time for me to it's time, it's time. Okay, and I can't wait for you guys to hear the EP.
And I know you other bitches are just sweating bullets and jealous and mad you didn't get all these bookings that Lyrical Mar got.
Don't say
But
that.
guess what? Stay mad and find out more details about it on Lyrical Mar on Instagram and Twitter.
And always remember, those who can
Do.
do. Okay.
Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Those that can't shan't.
Wow.
Okay.
So they wait until I talk about myself to say that. Now people are gonna be like, I don't like this bitch.
Stay mad.
But you're going to be so friendly in person, so
I
it'll all.
Oh yeah, I am friendly, but only if you're not doing the most. Say it again.
Humbu.
Bitch, Humbu.
No Kendrick. But also, since we're talking about DC Black Pride, I'm also stepping down my crown, my title as Mr. DC Black Pride. So Marcus is performing that Friday, that Thursday, the day before, at the same place, the Capitol Hilton. I will be stepping down. Doors open at 5 p.m. The showcase starts at 6. If you would like to compete, 5 slots are open for the Mr. and Mrs. division. Please, I recommend, if I didn't do last year, I would have loved to do this year because this is world fucking pride. You don't get this opportunity many times with it being hosted in DC. This is a big thing. And please know that if you win, you will be booked that same weekend. So it's a great opportunity. If you want the packet information, please DM me. I would care. I love to share like things and pointers. I've only been in the game a little bit, but I can help you out as best I can.
So you're giving away your crown just like the banana bitch.
I am. I'm stepping down like Nymphia Wynn.
So yes,
I ain't gonna look as over.
Well, I'm just about to say. I'm gonna say to you.
Stunning.
I'm gonna say to you what you be saying to me, which is
you gotta. Okay, you do it, Marcus. You do it.
You need to be beat.
You better be beat.
And you know what's crazy? I've been looking at so many different suits and like, oh my God, like what am I gonna do? Accessories, and I haven't bought shit. So it's like, oh my God, it's wearing me out.
Don't wait until the last minute. Get it going. And I don't want to hear about you digging in that closet for one of those Chicago specials.
Oh no, I gotta leave the 2016. The 2016 waist 30 shit. I can't even try. It ain't even gonna work. Can't get that shit past my 5. But we're gonna work it out. But you know what? My mind has been everywhere because one, congratulations to my brother. He's getting married May 1st. So that's been on my mind. I'm wrapping up with school on May 8th. Well, for the semester, let me be clear.
So that's 1 year, right? Oh, never mind.
He's doing excellent, everyone.
Yes, he
On
is.
top of some other artistic things that I can't wait to talk about. So the doll has been busy. So figuring out what the fuck I'm gonna wear is the last thing that's been on my mind. But we held y'all attention long enough. Let's get to the fucking topics. And we're excited to share all of our art with you all. But before we get there, do you all have any like TV shows that y'all recommend? What are you all watching lately? I'm just curious.
No. Listen, Law and Order SVU. I mean, first of all, the Law and Order 3-pack has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not watching the original Gangster with an Organized Crime?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. And
I didn't know you like that theme of stuff. Okay, word.
No, not me.
Also-
I've been off that, but I like that man.
Also, devastating news. The producer of 60 Minutes has stepped down because now they don't have control over what they report. So, I mean, the iconic 60 Minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We in our
The
last
iconic
days.
60 Minutes. We need them for accurate information.
Absolutely.
So that's what I use. Those are my shows. Okay, I'm a little bit boring in that way, but trust me, I know all about the pop girlies. But when it comes to TV, I'm not impressed.
No, you're right. It's been long since I found a show that really got me. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Wheel of Time season 2 and Last of Us because bitch, y'all have been having me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. Last of Us, Wheel of Time, excellent. I would like to personally recommend Your Friends and Neighbors with the incomparable John Hamm, who not only is he easy on the eyes, but stellar acting, a fresh, just fresh, subject matter. It's funny, it's dark, it's witty. And did I mention John Hamm is really good to look at? Yeah, and that too.
I
It's
will be starting
excellent.
tonight.
It is on Apple TV. I recommend it 300 out of 10. It is so good to me. There's something else I'm watching too. I'm watching other stuff, but that's what sticks out, like as far as like good writing, good pacing, that sort of thing. That is, and Government Cheese,
I was about to
also
say that
on
one.
Apple TV, starring David Ole. Oh my God, Oleyewa. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing his name wrong. And the legendary Bokeem Woodbine. Do yourself a favor. Written by a Black writing team comprised of a woman and a man, like two people that might be on this podcast. They've written for other shows, but they've come together to do this show. It is incredible. Please support. This is the type of shit that I'm always talking about. Like different types of subject matter, different angles, witty, smart, courageous writing, brilliant. Government Cheese and Your Friends and Neighbors, both on Apple TV.
But there you have it. Those are our recommendations if you were looking for something to watch. And those are a wide variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this has been heavy on my mind because it affects me directly. But have y'all heard about Trump resuming collections on default student loans?
Yes.
Whoa.
It's awful.
For those who don't know, he's going to start seizing on wages and pensions for those who refuse to pay.
Yep.
I'm actually fucking gagging. Now, granted, I'm safer right now because I'm in school, so that automatically puts me on default until after I finish. However, bitch, do y'all know that they be asking for $500 to $800 a month sometimes?
Yes. Yeah.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Send me to prison. But what bothers me most about it is that the middle class, so you focus on the middle class that should be paying back on their student loans when they relied on these loans to escape poverty.
Right.
While you also are giving tax breaks on the 1% for their hardships for being wealthy. I'm not understanding.
And there's no jobs to get after you finish college that pay enough to pay your student
Bitch.
loan.
I literally know someone right now who has an MBA, a bachelor's and an MBA, and is only making $56,000. And I'm like, how?
Oh,
This is the market that we live in. And these are the bitches that you are telling that they need to pay back their student loans now. But the
Right.
money they invested in their education to again, escape poverty, you're going to force collect on them? But
Now,
again, let me remind you but also making sure that the rich folks get more tax breaks.
oh, these kids that are graduating now, they're fucked.
Well, not the rich ones.
right.
The rich kids will be fine.
Who else is getting these? Let me tell y'all something. And this is what kills me too. I've seen a lot of discourse around this, and they're all saying, "Well, we don't know that Kamala would have, had the loan forgiveness thing." Well, y'all were going around calling her Biden 2.0. Biden is the
Right.
one that established the loan forgiveness program. So if she was supposedly 2.0, there is a possibility that she would have continued that and maybe elevated it. But we'll never know, will we? We'll never know now, will we?
Every motherfucking thing that we were fighting for, it's just crazy how it's not even been a full year.
Nope.
It's so much has been taken away.
Circumventing our quality of life. I said it.
It's
I
horrible.
said it.
I don't want to spend too much time on something
Nope.
dark, but I had to get that out because I'm like,
this is
hopefully
the,
his ass go to jail because somebody sued him for defamation.
This is the time to get creative, everyone. Lean into those side hustles and,
Sell some
that's
pussy.
it.
Wait, what you meant? Side hustle.
No, any side hustle you can cultivate.
Well, you don't have to sell pussy, y'all, but that's just one way.
Selling cat.
Y'all can ride an Uber. Y'all can do a dash.
Anything. TikTok, YouTube. Lean in.
You're paying people to post on
Supplemental.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Supplemental income. Any way you could get it. I think this is what this administration is prompting regular folks like us to do. Be imaginative. Tap into some ingenuity and creativity, and
grind as much as possible and get yourself some crypto.
Yeah,
because they're trying to undermine this currency. And I hope that people are realizing that. And also, if you didn't take advantage of the tax breaks that you are eligible for already, please do that and find somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about when you file your taxes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that extra $30 is worth it when you on Turkish.
It is. It is.
Because, bitch, I said, oh, I'm going to write this off. Went from $2 to $2,000. And if I'm in jail next year, just forget I said all of this. But
goodbye.
Anyway, but the Pope died, y'all.
Wait a minute. What?
The Pope died.
This passed away.
The holy shift to the Vatican. The world is mourning, as they should be. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's insane. So much in life has like changed lately. First it was Queen Elizabeth. It's just certain figures that I never, they're gonna pass and go away, but then when they leave us, you're like, damn.
Right.
Let me shut my mouth.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all I can say about the Pope is he evolved over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I hope that we I think we need him more than we ever will right now, because whoever is going to be the Pope after him is going to play a large role in how the world goes for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say about that. And so, God bless the Pope, and he. I know about the past of so I don't want to go into that. I just want to say that I think he was a good Pope, and
Right.
we really need to hope that the new Pope is half of the man that this one was, or we're all fucked. That's it.
I'm glad you said that, because sometimes it's missed on me the spiritual and political influence that the Pope has,
Yes.
and the ripple effect of that, and how it affects
Sure.
people just him existing and being an exemplary figure, right? So yeah, I think that's a great point.
We don't need
What we gonna do?
we don't need the Antichrist coming. I mean,
No.
we don't need someone saying it's wrong to be gay. We just don't need those problems. It's not all about us, but actually we lead. Aren't we the worst sin? So like it starts with us. So we need a Pope that accepts us.
That leads with love.
I don't like that word, accept.
Yeah. Well,
and that doesn't use their own ideals to be some type of
I don't like it. Sorry, but you know what I'm talking about.
But
Yeah.
yes, I do understand. Yes.
The future is it's
I
very
don't know.
foggy. It's very foggy right now.
Did you say Rasputia?
Rescue. The future.
Oh. The rapper, last name Jackson.
Goodbye. Have a nice.
But while we deal with the world shaking, I think that may have caused Sizzle to stumble at Kendrick's grand national tour, because
I had to mute my phone because I didn't want to.
Miss Thing tripping on stage, like, girl,
Thing.
What is going on?
And honestly, I'm all for a mistake on stage. Let me,
right.
I'm here for it, because sometimes you're just into it so much, bitch, you might fall down. But to me, this felt like non-practiced things. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to say about it. Well, I haven't. Well,
go ahead and say it, girl.
Accidents happen.
Yeah. But girl,
this tour, there's a lot of eyes on this tour for reasons we know. Right. But that was more like you throwing your body weight somewhere where it shouldn't have gone.
Yeah, not
you didn't alert
not respecting the laws of physics.
That you was about to do that.
He wasn't aware.
Okay, you got all this ass and all this jelly and jam, baby. Control it.
Because she went for it, baby. She went.
This motherfucking woman with her BBL leaning all her weight into his knee.
It was a lot.
Like she don't know what the fuck Newton's law of gravity is. It's giving, girl, are you okay?
Miss Thing. Was she even singing? Because when she starts singing live, there's always a mute button that have to be around me.
Well, that was another one here. That was another layer to it, because when that happened, you could tell that there might have been a lip sync thing going on, and some people were like, "Bitch, she's lip singing," because you can see when that.
You would have heard her go.
Yeah, you would have heard her trick. You would have heard her trick. You would have heard her.
Oof.
Yes. Oh, she was like, "Ooh, something." Bitch, the vocal was clear. It was okay.
But it made sense because she sounded good.
Yeah.
Of course it wasn't live.
And the way she looked at him.
She was
at
looking
him
at him like it was his fault. This motherfucker know what he doing. He know what he doing.
Ain't nobody told you to have that Chipotle before y'all came on stage.
Right.
She looked at him like, you really gonna do this right now?
He's giving this thing.
But I love SZA.
I just want the girls to stick to the rivers and lakes that they're used to. You are not a performer. And for me, what bothered me is the recovery. Because if you got it and you
if you got
it,
you
be like, oh, girl, almost got me.
You
like,
got it, flaunt it, boy, I know you want it.
And you like be playful about it.
Yeah.
And like flirty, playful, and engage with the audience. Like, girl, they almost got me, girl.
Right.
Like, but the recovery was so embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
She was looking embarrassed, like she was at the
hear
motherfucking High School Musical.
Let me tell you
talent
something.
Show.
My phone was on mute, and I still heard that fall.
I heard her loud ass feet stomping the stage.
I heard it, Joe. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. And this is what brings me. Y'all faves, they don't have it. In the words of MC Deborah, they don't know how to Vogue. Okay? These girls do not know how to Vogue. They don't.
Talk about it.
Can we have the conversation? Can we make space for having the conversation about why these girls don't have it? And we can we can, blame this stuff on the changing face of music. There's no artist development anymore. They're born out of the internet. People doing things all willy-nilly for the past fucking 10 years. And that's why you got a bitch on stage doing this. Sure, accidents happen, but a consummate professional would have known how to recover in the moment.
With grace.
Yeah.
With grace.
Yeah.
I have more grace than my left pinky toe than that hoe had on that stage. I was like,
thank you.
Because if you mess up in the practice, in the rehearsal, you'll still come up with a way to recover.
Absolutely.
Even through practice. It's a work ethic issue.
What bothered me also is you be flabbing on stage like you a big bitch and you not. Like, it was just like, ugh, and sloppy. Why you sloppy?
Y'all, with this girl, there's a confidence thing, and that's why I can't fully get behind her. I really want to. I will never take away from her pen. I love.
Oh no, she is the girl of all girls of this generation.
Yeah, she is the girl.
Even though she sounds like something.
By the way, she's the girl.
To me,
she actually has no competition.
To me, she sounds like she's singing in Spanish sometimes, but that's neither here nor there, right? Her enunciation could be better. I'm sorry, while she's singing, but in her voice articulation, fine, I'll take it. But there's a confidence issue with me. Like, she portrays to be the girl. We know she's the girl, but then there's that 10% of her. And it's not her awkwardness, because I even embrace her awkwardness. It's this, not even 10%. It's like 30% of her that ain't sure. And if you're the girl, there's no room for any uncertainty. There isn't. And if you think of all the girls that are the girls, that are the standing girls, girls that we speak about all the time, namely Mother, because she is the inventor,
the Black Prince,
the blueprint, the Black Madonna. Yes, okay, great. Diana Ross, I know. The older girls, yes. Cher, got it. I'm talking about Janet Demita Joe Jackson. And y'all need to motherfucker. I have seen so much discourse on TikTok, and these new people, these new girls, these new commenters with their fucking commentary, they're just blowing past her 30-year-old career, talking shit about Paula Abdul. I am tired of it. I'm tired.
Respect the
They're
icons.
propping up a bitch like Tate McRae, who I am making space for because I do see something.
Yeah.
I see something. I feel something.
Tate is cute.
But when I told Emery, and Emery slightly argued me down, but when I told Emery that Sean Bankhead asked this bitch about, well, did he, I forgot what video he's like, did you ever see If? Did you ever see? She's like, no, like,
What?
How dare you not know who Jan, like, Miss Thing.
So just to be clear, it's not that I didn't support Mother.
Miss Toilet Bowl White Thing from Canada.
What I said is that Tate McRae is 21.
Yes, of a certain generation. She's literally 21.
She's 21.
She's
21.
But let me give you an example. No, but let me give you an example, bitch, of how this fucking go. A young girl was once seen on a little pre-show before her first VMAs. She was at Versace or one of these great designers trying on dresses. And she told this girl, the girl that was interviewing her, it may have been Molly Sims at the time. She said, and I quote, I'm trying on all these dresses, but I need something that I can move in because, I pop. And, she's popping while she's saying it. And she's like, oh, so who's your favorite? She's like, Janet Jackson.
Period.
The young lady I am referring to is Britney Spears, another mother.
Right.
If you white hoes don't understand that Black women have always been the motherfucking blueprint, then you will never be propelled. There will always be a question mark and popdom around your name.
You're right.
Fine. I think it's very reasonable to expect people to do their research, especially, but again, because of lack of artist development, I think that kind of overlaps into why they don't know about these certain great people.
An assistant of mine that I worked with that was 22 was not aware of Janet Jackson's career.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, they were not aware of Aaliyah's impact. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a Black girl I'm talking about, and that's all I'm gonna say. So that's why I could understand if Tate doesn't know. Now I still find her putrid for not knowing Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fool.
But I can see it happening.
Yes.
I can see it. She was 10 in 2013.
Right, but bitch,
yeah, he missed it.
Think about your awareness at 10 and what was available at that time. It would have been Rihanna, Beyonce.
I get it. She's also from Canada, and she's like she is literally like
she's from
white.
Canada.
Yeah, she's from Canada.
Oh, that adds a whole nother layer too.
Yeah,
she's from Canada, so it's a whole different. There is nuance to the conversation, but I just want to say this: they going up for this bitch. She's dancing in white pumps in her new video, and the video's over. There's some debate about the choreography. I love it because it's one of my favorite choreographers doing it. He can be seen in Gaga's Abracadabra video, choreographed by Paris Gabel. We've had this conversation. His name is Bobby Blue or something like. I think it's Bobby Blue. That's not my thing. My thing is they going up for her because she's doing, her and her dancers. They did the thing in this video in these white pumps, and the video is over. But I was saying to myself, wait a minute. So I had to type in YouTube, and I typed in Janet Demeter Joe Jackson and a little video called Nasty, where Miss Thing had on 3-inch pumps and backflipped into another bitch. The standard of excellence, especially with Black people, the Black gaze on someone like Tate McRae, the standard is set so high. The bar is so high. That's why she looks mid. Black people be looking at Tate McRae like, girl, try again.
Right.
For the first part of her career, Jan danced in 3-inch heels, a pointy toe, 3-inch heel boot. To be exact.
Listen, we've already said it. Those that can
Do with ease.
And everybody ain't got it right away.
Right.
I'm gonna let her.
Even Jan didn't right away.
No.
She always
Jan
had the talent, but
Jan wasn't even comfortable in her body until later.
Yeah.
So I'll give a little grace.
And let's be clear. Janet's number one spanned from 1986 to 2001. Her last number one was in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
So if Tate McRae's born in 2004 or 2003, bitch, she missed 40 years of Janet's career.
A lot.
I mean, even though she did have albums in 2008.
Yeah, girl named Ciara, maybe.
No, that was discipline,
maybe a little bit.
I give Tate the benefit of the doubt. I like Tate.
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
I like Tate, and I think that she's promising. I think that
I'm gonna let her cook.
She needs to get her own
I'm gonna let her cook.
She needs to get her own identity a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
let her cook.
But
I just don't like the discourse surrounding her because it always ends up in this weird sort of like, I don't know, like dismissal of Black women and their impact in pop. I don't like that. These hoes on one TikTok were even disparaging the Paula Abdul. You can say what you want about her solo career, but bitch, don't you ever. No. Don't you motherfucking ever.
Yeah, don't try her.
Paula Abdul was to Janet Jackson that Michael Peters was to fucking Michael.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
don't do that.
Enough has been said about it.
Yes.
But it brings
ready to move on.
Oh, he's ready.
But it brings us back to wrap up about SZA. Only last point I want to make about that is I understand the type of artist you is, and this goes back to your point, Lindsay, about the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna isn't the best singer and she isn't the best performer, but when she's on that stage, she still exudes confidence.
Absolutely.
And so I know it's possible for you not to be exceptional in those categories and still exude confidence on that stage. You need to find that young lady. And you ain't that young, so I'm like,
time is ticking.
We can move on.
Yes.
Actually, I'm sorry, I do gotta add this part because Tyler, my daughter, what y'all think about when she said that she was, they were tearing her to shreds. It reminded when you were talking about the Janet and no influence thing. And Tate, somebody compared something she wore recently to Britney Spears, at the infamous with snake thing, right? And she was like, "Oh no, I don't know about that look. I just like this outfit. I love her though."
She was like, "I love her, and I was okay with that."
This kind of is similar to me. Like, we can't expect these young girls to know everything that happened before they were born.
Absolutely. And with Tyler, there's another layer to this because because of all the divisiveness in the country now, there is a lot of discourse and divisiveness in the Black community, especially on Twitter. Like every other day, there's some sort of, and there, like everyone, of course, is disparaging Black American culture, trying to dismiss it as if it doesn't exist. Everyone's calling her an uppity African. Like there's Africans versus Caribbeans versus Black Americans, which is all ridiculous because we were all dropped off at different places. Like it's just bananas to me to just be in this country and fix your mouth to say that Black Americans don't have a culture, where Black American culture is the reason why y'all are lit anyway.
Well,
and it's no shade to anybody. It is what it is. Black American culture shapes culture around the world. And the people are mad about it because they don't have a stronghold on it. But the facts are also the facts. Honestly, now, when it comes to someone like Tyler, I like that she is very no nonsense in her. She doesn't have to kiss the ass of America. They want her to, but I kind of like the fact that she's very stoic when she is South African. And if you've ever listened to her interviews with her, that is what shapes her identity. Being South African, those dances, her dialect, whatever that means to her, that's what she pushes to the forefront. She does not want to be bullied by the, I guess the pressure on people of color in this country to be something. Now, that may work to her detriment because, bitch, we gotta like you over here. Ask Rita Ora, okay? Ask a few of these other artists what time it is.
You need our approval.
You need our approval, bitch, and all these little smart alecky answers. While I'm okay with them, you need to fix it. And I really wish you would just go by way of Rihanna. Craft a look. This short hair, I hate it. I don't know what's going on with her look. She's so beautiful. She needs to find a definitive look.
Can I be honest?
The music.
Can I be honest?
What?
Do it.
I like Tyler, and I'm rooting for her.
Mm-hmm.
But bitch, you knew that outfit derived from Britney Spears. And what I don't like is that she chose to respond and say it wasn't.
She really didn't have to respond to that.
You didn't. If you a bad bitch, let them speak.
Just
and
let them
then
talk.
And then at a later date, you can say, well, actually, it wasn't really because of her, but the fact that there were similarities, I think is hot. And move on. I think she makes a concerted effort to make it seem like she's especially unique.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're not.
Your stylist looked at Britney Spears before you got that outfit. So to me, that's what I kind of like about her. I'm like, girl,
she could never be gracious.
Yes, that's the real issue.
You know why? But I also, in her defense, people have been busting her ass, like, claim your blackness. Like, she's not used to this being in a fucking.
They need to move on from that. But what we're talking about is different than that. Because we're talking about a white woman.
Sort of related because now she's on the defensive anytime she's
with every little critique.
American press.
But we're talking about a white woman, Britney Spears. We're not talking about her blackness right now. We're talking about the sheer fact that she can't admit that maybe she was inspired by another artist. Girl, you are not that over to not say, oh my God, I didn't realize it. But
I'm gonna be honest though, girl, it was a pair of blue booty shorts and a fucking green bra.
And I have another thing for you. Both outfits were ugly, okay? And that's where I'm
just saying that the simplicity of it is like
appropriate because she was on stage and that's what she was giving, but they're ugly. It was ugly to me then.
But also
and it's
they both had shit hanging from the shorts too. Like,
it
was that look was derived from that look. Okay, no one is going to be that spot on with the color and the design unless somebody. I mean, I feel like you dropped the ball.
She gonna learn her lesson though, because her time is quickly running out. She wants to be a global pop star. The music seemed like it's being there, but it's not going anywhere. And it's because she's not likable.
Oh, did you have to say it?
Sorry, she isn't.
It is what it is.
And the hair is hideous.
I'm gonna give her some grace with that because I figure that it's hard to be famous. And, you know, I just want her to sit and be more comfortable in something. I mean, I just wish she wouldn't have responded. I'm gonna put it like that.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, just
100%.
That's just what I wish. I don't want to edit the way she does things. But my thing is,
she's obviously not PR trained. She's not even charming either with it. Like,
yeah.
She doesn't know how to smooth a bitch.
Yeah.
None of these hoes are silky smooth.
It's true.
Mm-mm.
Well, good luck to them. If y'all feel that that's the way that's going to take y'all's careers higher, we'll see.
TikTok.
And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
But recently also we just crowned the season 17 winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, which happened to be Onya Nerve.
Can you
talk about how over of a name that is? Onya
It's
Nerve.
wonderful, right?
Yeah. It do take nerve. But we've got some mixed opinions on whether she deserved to win or not. So I want to ask the House of Swallow, where do y'all stand with that? Did she deserve it? Tell the truth.
I'm not long-winded, so I'll go first.
Oh. Well, Hollywood.
Where you get those sound effects, bitch?
That was on time.
That's Beja. Hey, Beja. Mama.
Who?
So, okay, fine. Jules out lip sunk her. Okay, that's a fact. But bitch, we could not watch Onya lose that season to Jules. And I'm gonna tell you something. Jules made me know it. Bitch, I have no complaints. I have no complaints. But Onya deserved that crown.
Yes.
And that's what it came down to. And RuPaul, I am always okay with the final decision that she makes. I may have critiques for her, but I'm still always okay with the final decision. This season is no different. The right person won. It was almost like that time when Jada Essence Hall won. People wanted to say the other one
did better the whole season.
I just love that group of girls.
Yeah. And so to me, reminds me of that a little bit.
Well, let me be clear. This been happening since season 9 because Shay did better than Sasha Velour the whole season.
I know.
Gigi good better than Jada the whole season.
Sasha out lip sunk her and won. See, that went the way.
And Jada out lip synced Gigi and won.
Yes, she did. Okay, but this time. Okay, so Jules,
y'all making me think of Jada when she took that thing and started stomp. I'm a survivor. I was like, yes.
Let me tell you something. When she did that other performance on that sofa,
I was concerned.
We were so mad, like, bitch, how dare you?
No.
She looked like she was cleaning her house to the music playing.
She did.
Yes.
Like she was using a vacuum as a mic.
I know she watched them other performances and like, damn, I'm next.
She knew she was going to do what it had to do with that last performance. Okay.
Why the fuck do I see your kitchen in the background while you?
Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get that out.
But I think Anya Nerve is just ready for the spotlight. I mean, it's just there's just no question about it. And every time I think Anya is about to bore me, it never happens. So
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What about you?
I agree. And I'm sorry. These last couple of seasons, these girls are so lackluster to me. I don't know. I haven't been excited.
Did she deserve the crown or not?
Yes, she deserved.
We gonna get there.
Well, in the beginning, I had a few problems with her personally and how she was navigating the show and her personal relationships with these girls. I didn't like how she was coming off in the beginning, but I definitely started to warm up to her toward the end, and I definitely think she's talented. She looked beautiful on the main stage, and I was happy that she won. I do agree that Jules Sparkles, oh my God, gave an incredible lip sync. But just collectively, I think Rue looked at the entire season and was like, no, Anya deserves this. And it was correct. I would have been, actually, even with that lip sync, I kind of would have been a little perturbed had Jules won. It was Anya's to win and take home.
I agree with that.
But had Jules won, I would have been like, well, she did eat you up, girl.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad.
I would have been like, she did eat you up, girl. I would have
been slightly perturbed, but that lip sync was over. And and everything, the seamless removal of all the pieces. I mean, there was not a slip, a stumble. She just
and what I respect
with ease.
And what I respect is she didn't take Anya lightly.
No,
I respect that from a young queen.
With her.
Because these young queens, they think they're over and they don't think they have to do more. But I don't see that in Jules. I think that she will work to be better and better and better. And I see her as a future All-Stars winner.
I definitely see her as someone who could win All-Stars.
Her and Sam Starr.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually like Sam Starr's final performance.
I didn't like that wig and that last look. I'm sorry.
The wig, okay, we can.
I ain't like that.
I just didn't like
the red carpet reveal and the spin in the air. That was over to me.
Yeah. I'm a Sam Starr fan, sweetie.
I love Sam.
Yeah. But do I think Anya deserves to win for the season overall? Yes. But based on that finale, probably not. Yeah. But I would say this. Nobody had more personality than Anya Nerve on that stage. When she answered those questions, even though I did not like her singing was great. But that performance, that she literally walked back and forth across the stage.
In that ghetto walk that Benji walk that she did.
Said, girl, is that all you gonna do? And even in that,
I liked it.
I thought it was cute, but was it enough?
I thought she looked great. She looked the best she's ever looked.
I knew that it was because of the pads. Mm-hmm. That's why I liked it.
I said, bitch, did you pad to look like T.S. Madison? Like,
he padded to look like
her mama.
Those Claremont twins.
She padded to look like her mama.
Oh, you thought she was going to be a lunch lady tonight.
She could not move. She could not move in that padding.
Mm-hmm.
She really couldn't.
But having that padding was more important than dancing, in my opinion, for her evolve. She's never looked better. Makeup,
fantastic.
Wig, and
hair. The body was together. I'll give it that. Now, granted, I probably would have took off like a half inch on the kids, but that's just me because it made her ankles look tiny and crazy. No shade, but that's me.
I'm like, you trying to look real or some shit? Like, girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I liked the realness element to it. I liked it. I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh, this is Anya 2.0.
I was like, it was cute, but was it enough?
I think so.
None of the looks were enough for me for her. But let me tell you something. That singing, honestly, she may be my favorite. I'm gonna say this with confidence. She's my favorite
I
singer
love
from
the
Drag Race.
song.
Yeah.
She
It
is
was
my
great.
favorite singer from Drag Race. I love her voice. And the way she slayed those questions, I said, see, yeah,
Work.
this is the
Mhm.
winner. But I want to, it brings me to this next question. It has been a lot of debate online about if the quality of Drag Race has gone down, especially after the last 3 seasons, 14, 15, and 16. Do you all agree with that, given what we saw in season 17?
It's weird because my complaint is I have to remember that these girls don't have the money that the girls on All Stars have. And
No,
the girls on All Stars,
they
I
be
almost feel
looking,
greedy
yeah.
because I want that opulence. I want to know that you spent the coin. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I love that the girls are just done up in
Yes,
a way
same.
that I feel that drag queens should be
Because
done
that's what part of drag is, right?
right. But when you're, an up and coming queen, honey, and you doing local gigs at the local,
It's
you
become
know,
an expectation. Let's be real.
absolutely. But I have to remember that these girls don't have the coin like that.
What you can say, Mark?
I just
Mark.
had this conversation with my boo after that season
Oh,
Ooh.
because I'm gonna put it like this: history of Drag Race, the girls on their first season were always a little bit of a bum bitch. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to get the crown. And then they
hmm
were refining themselves through the season. So,
right.
with that being said, the girls not having coins is nothing new. So
hmm
that's why I give these girls grace a little bit. I think that, that's what All Stars is for, to kind of show you the elevated version of these queens. Um, but I do think that somehow, some way, they end up grabbing me every season, and
hmm
I can be bored very fast. So I appreciate the new girls. I
I
appreciate
do.
um, the one that is like I like her, but I can't remember her name. That's crazy. Oh, Butthole.
Oh,
Like
Lydia
I
Butthole.
love Butthole. Like to me,
She'll be on All Stars.
I'm invested in her. You know what I mean? Like,
I
and
like
she's
her
a young.
too.
I
I,
like
I
that
think
girl.
Butthole's been fabulous, but a little bit underbaked. And so I say all that to say, we know Butthole ain't got money like that.
She still
But
looked cheapy last
she be
night. I
looking,
mean,
but
when I saw
like, I like the way she be looking, and she's gonna be fabulous. So when I think about your question, I'll just say the
hmm
quality. I don't think the quality is going down. I just think as the world evolves, we want everything to be so perfect. But
true.
hmm
it's not gonna be that way your first time. Like no one's perfect the first time. The
No.
baddest bitches were not perfect the first time on Drag Race, including Raja. I
Right.
mean, Raja was still pulling it together with what she had back then, and she was a
Yeah.
bad bitch. So let's give the girls a little bit of grace, and that's all. I mean, Corey King is definitely like, girl. It seems like even when you get more money, you still look cheap. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
given. So I hear you with that, but
Corey.
I like these new girls. I think they're doing the
I
best they can.
do. I do
Look,
think
I think they're
that.
doing the best they can, Emery. I hate when
That's
people say that.
digging.
I'm
It's
doing the
true.
best I can.
But one of the main things I think that resonated with me that people have been saying online is that the last season was about drag, and this season was more about reality TV and entertainment. And I kind of agree with that assessment
Mhm.
because there was drama, there was more entertainment value in this season. And last season, when I tell you them bitches had looks, I mean, they were bringing their best drag from home.
They were
But
a good group of girls last season.
I mean, Sophia Cristal alone and Nymphia Wynn and Plain Jane Q, like them hoes is bringing
They were
everything they
bringing
had. But even if I go back to season 15, 14, 15, 15 with Sasha Colby, and Mistress and Lux and Anitra, them girls is bringing top-notch drag. Now, I'm glad that we're getting back to the element of entertainment with reality TV because they got to keep up with the times. Like, bitch, you can have the best drag in the world, but if it's boring, that kumbaya shit, that's not gonna keep the girls watching.
I was engaged in that way.
I was very engaged to the point where I was like, "Oh no, I need to watch. I need to watch this Untucked."
Reading. Yes, I was
Untucked.
watching Untucked, honey, because the shade was being thrown. There was shit being said, bitch. Like they were arguing. Like
follow up
it
on
hasn't
this.
been like that in quite some time.
Agreed, but I think if I find a way to make it positive, and what I'm happy about with Onya Nerve winning is so often they have made Drag Race about, I think it's becoming a standard that it's all about the looks and how much you spend on your drag. Onya Nerve has only been doing drag for 3 years, and I think she reminded us it's about your fucking talent. You hoes can spend all Lexi Love took out a mortgage loan.
Who did?
For her drag. Lexi Love took out a fucking mortgage loan.
And to
for
me,
her drag.
it still didn't give what it needed to give.
You had some of the best looks that whole season, but girl, if you ain't got the talent,
girl.
I think Lexi had 4 solid good looks.
I think there were some elements, you know.
There were some elements, but like again, if you ain't got the talent, I think the girls are forgetting, especially these young hoes, they so used to being pretty on Instagram and TikTok. You need talent.
Yeah. Lexi, money well borrowed. Money well borrowed. Because
yes.
Lexi, what I appreciate about Lexi is, bitch, we saw her fight through this season. She fought
herself.
Honestly,
they fought the girls.
They did give her a pass. They gave her a pass a few times. Let me be clear.
A few.
But I actually think that she rose to the occasion a lot more than other girls. Like, she deserved to be there in the top 4.
I don't think she deserved to be top 4, but it worked out the way it did.
She lost me somewhere. She had me, and then she lost me.
Susie,
I choose Susie. But you know what? It worked out the way it was supposed to because Susie ended up winning that lip sync SmackDown, and she walked away with $62,500, the second highest earnings of the whole season, more than the second, third, and fourth place winners of that season. Okay, so she's fine. For those who don't know, the grand prize is $200,000. So I think to walk away with all of a third.
It came out well.
And I loved her little Shop of Horrors look. I loved that.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Now, the last question to wrap this up, the ultimate question that everyone is asking. Did Nymphia Wynn's step down look surpass Violet Chachi's?
Yes.
Oh, we got one yes. Lindsay?
And I won't argue if someone picks.
I can't go against my bitch. But Nymphia, I was like, I hate when I be like, oh gee,
like gas, like
oh my god.
Nymphia was 3D. Hers was 3D.
Stunning, and that mouthpiece or whatever that. I was like, this is incredible. And even Rue was like, oh, bitch. You know, Rue be giving bitch. Like, I can't vote against my bitch, though.
I will say this.
Great. Who is getting your vote tonight?
One Nymphia. 2 Nymphia.
So I actually, I'm still kind of tethered to Violet, but let me be clear, which is why I'm actually gagging, because when I first saw it, I did think it was a good look, but the way she sold the look didn't make me realize how great it was in the moment. Then I went back and was getting into the fucking details. Like I looked this bitch up from head to toe, and I got into the 3D elements and the gold. I was like, Now hold on now,
Hey.
Charlene.
She ate.
The level and attention to detail is actually kind of battling neck to neck with Violet. So for me, originally I put this in my top 5, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to raise it to my number 2. Because my other ones is Sasha Velour, Simone, and
they're kind of like neck and neck.
Sasha Colby.
But Nymphia Wynn is.
But I'll give it to Nymphia. But
Nymphia Wynn
Violet is always my bitch. That's one of the girls I follow. Violet.
But the fact that she didn't even rely on like stones, it wasn't. It was just
or yellow.
It was
like
just
the details. It's like no one is doing this.
Can I be honest? I think all those girls you mentioned are amazing in your top 5, but to me, Nymphia Wynn surpassed that.
I will say that what she brought, I don't even think that was a drag look. I think that was actually something worth being on a fucking
fashion. Yeah.
What is it, Goy Pay?
Yeah.
Like it was next level. It was next level.
And the bitch made it.
That was couture.
She made it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there we have it. Do y'all agree, swallowers? For those who don't watch Drag Race, I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
I am so sorry.
Now, Shannon Sharpe and these rape allegations.
Wow.
Who?
Shannon Sharpe.
Shannon
Sharpe. Damn.
Now, if y'all ain't heard, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of rape by some white, I think she's 19 or was 19 when they had a relationship, started their relationship. Now, the reason it's become controversial is because more details have surfaced and they were engaging in race play, saying things like, I want to have your black babies and choke me, daddy. And what in the hell is going on? Now, I'm not trying to kink shame, but it's giving girl.
You're not trying to what shame? You're not trying to what shame?
Kink shame.
Well, I mean,
no, because I like a little older, younger play.
Listen, we can kink shame. We can do it.
Bring back shame.
Why is everybody always so correct? Oh, I don't want to kink shame. No, we're kink shaming. because you're doing slave play.
You're doing
the slave play goes wild to me. But bitch, I listen,
shaming.
As a person who put dog leashes on people,
No, that's different.
That's fine.
Different.
Is it though?
Yes.
It is.
Making people crawl from my front door to my couch.
And she was the one doing it. That was kind of over. I was like, oh, bitch, what?
Emery, this ain't about you.
It ain't.
I
really.
know, but it ain't.
A dog leash.
You ain't never tell nobody put a big black baby in me. I want your big black baby.
No, these are the details that go crazy to me.
What did you say to me? Lindsay said, what did she say? That shit made me holler. she said, this is
absolutely.
She said, this is absolutely vile.
Vile. It really is though. Like, girl,
black babies in me.
Vile. Put your big black baby. I want your big black baby. I want your big black baby juice.
What?
It seems unreal, like something out of a fucking 80s porn. Like,
let me tell you something. And he get what he's deserved. His fucking monkey jigaboo coon,
Bitch.
stupid, big black dumb ass. And that's what you get. You
That's what you
running
get.
around here at 54 years old playing 12 years a slave with some below average fucking 19-year-old at almost 60 fucking years old, when we know what the real thing is. We know what it is because you grew up poor in Hoochie Coochie, Mississippi, or however the fuck. No, I think he's from the Midwest. Wherever the fuck you come from, and what we're seeing here now.
Come on.
This is not often talked about, but I'm gonna talk about
It's
it.
not.
Come on.
We do not talk about the colorism that affects black men. This ain't nothing but you running from past the potential of having a baby that look like you, that having a baby that look like the fucking pussy you came out of, you stupid ass jigaboo. We could race play all day. You're a big dumb coon. And that's why that girl is doing this to you at 60 years old. This stupid fool would rather be embarrassed than be extorted. I get it. But instead of you going to see that lady, because that's what you need to do. You need to go to see that lady. Because that little 13-year-old that grew up poor, that's who's controlling your body. That's who's controlling your thoughts and your body. And until that's reconciled, first of all, you ain't even got to get an old black bitch. You could get any type of older woman you want. And you could get someone in their late 30s.
You can get someone that's 26.
You stupid ass jigaboo.
Yeah, but 19.
Keke Palmer was trying to see what it was given.
Yeah.
In her interview with him.
You're running.
You know what?
Away.
She's a Libra. She was just doing that for fun.
Keke is a Virgo.
Oh, she's a Virgo?
She's a Virgo. She wasn't doing that for no fun. There was
she was like,
she was trying
this,
to see what
this would have been a date and not an interview. She said that to him.
You know what I mean? But
no.
He need to go see that lady. He needs therapy.
He don't want her.
He needs therapy. Go see that lady. And instead of seeing that lady, now you got to go see the judge because that white gal might take all your coin.
And she might win. The fact that we don't have empathy for it is because it's like we want to believe in a system that believes in due process and fair trial before we shape an opinion about something. But your dumb old ass, your ape motherfucking ass want to put every banana in your mouth.
Not you, Kanye.
Every banana ain't worth eating, bitch. Why the fuck are you going after some young girl? Like this, you get what you deserve.
OnlyFans model. You can't make this up.
And baby, you have so much to lose. It's like you think because she signed the fucking contract or NDA that was enough to protect you.
And let me tell you something. These straight black men, let me tell y'all something. Y'all sitting behind these microphones dissecting black women every day. These are the motherfuckers you need to be talking about on y'all podcasts, on your shows. A damn near 60-year-old fool
doing dumb
running
shit.
after some OnlyFans, some dumbass OnlyFans. She ain't that dumb. She recorded his stupid ass and everything.
Now, Grant, and this is not even whether we believe it's true or not. It's more so about that's what the fuck you get.
And you know his ass is old. He can't even fuck a bitch without leaking it to the internet. Your old ass.
He the one who chin be in the fucking camera every 5 minutes. Oh, I'm live. I don't even know what I did with my phone.
I don't even know what I did with my phone. We know what you was doing that one time online. Like, sir.
What in the world?
He's starting to give me small dick energy.
Oh, child. Tell it.
Yeah,
Tell it.
I'm getting that.
You accidentally going live. You paying young bitches for sex. Nigga, if you got body and you got dick, you ain't got to do none of this.
You are paying a bitch for race play.
I know
believe
bitches, they
he
ain't gotta
wanted to hear
offer a
that.
meal ticket for no pussy. You out here doing the
He
absolute
wanted
most.
to hear that. He wanted to put a big
Yes.
black baby in him.
I
Ooh,
want you to be my stepdaughter, and I want to put a baby in you, a black child.
Oh my god.
see,
Just like when,
Whatever happens to
just-
you, happen to you.
just like when who was saying that he wanted her to be his, what do you say, the one from the underground.
wait, who?
The one who's with the actress now. He went back black.
Oh shit.
Majors.
Who?
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Oh, Jonathan May. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a Coretta.
Remember he asked the white girl to be his Coretta.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah,
No. Do y'all remember?
I do
I
remember.
Okay.
I
Another
remember.
big dumb,
I
a
couldn't
big
believe.
and dumb.
If you said to me, "Can you believe?" I would have said no, and I would have been proved wrong. Because how you gonna tell somebody white that you want them to be your Coretta? That's
Very easily.
That's number
Right.
one. That's number one. And then you
And
got.
I guess if you choking a bitch, you liable to say anything.
But mind you, that choking audio recording is probably taken out of context, but that's what your stupid ass gets.
Yes.
Another one, I aggressed her.
And this reminds me of Shannon. Now you talk about you let her say black baby juice.
A big black baby.
I'm
I want
like,
your
what
big
in the
black
world is
baby
going on?
juice. Absolutely vile.
As a black gay man, bitch, I sit back and smoke my imaginary cigar when I hear this shit about the black cis straight man. I'd be like, what is going on with y'all? And y'all want to point the finger at us?
You paying a bitch to race play? I can't.
I just can't.
I can't.
And that's what your chitlin circuit Shannon motherfucking monkey ass get. What do you know? Shannon's not sharp. What do you know, word?
Yes, you know that.
Well, what do you know?
What do you know? Look at that.
I'm sick of these big dumbs. I can't.
Just big dumb.
Big and dumb. Y'all need to go see that lady.
Girl, what lady? Ayala?
Any type of psychiatrist,
Miss
therapist,
Cleo, bitch, I don't know.
pastor, street preacher.
No, it
Yamba.
needs to be Ayala. Because Ayala's the black bitch that will say, no, you don't want to produce a baby that look like you.
He don't.
She's that kind of girl.
She would say that and then put her titty in his mouth the same way that she had Jonathan Major's big ass head on her breast, like
on her breast.
She did?
Yeah, she would marry Jonathan Majors.
Big ass
Yana would marry Jonathan Majors.
That motherfucker was crying like he was, give me free. Bitch, if you don't.
These Amistad ass, I'm sick of them.
This motherfucker
give us free.
Next.
It's going to play out how it play out, but
And
I will say this also. What are your thoughts? Because there's been some critiques about this too. That this particular lawyer keeps surfacing in these types of cases. And some people have been, that is in particularly that he's been targeting black rich men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As a lot of mediocre white men are apt to do. And the fact that you motherfuckers still think y'all are absolved from that somehow because you have money is absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. If you know there's a bitch targeting y'all, lay low.
Yeah.
Lay low. Stop soliciting fucking 19-year-old OnlyFans models.
In what world will you think that's
You
gonna
know,
go?
Sharon
Okay.
took a look at this mid-ass looking bitch.
Right. She's not
Oh
even
damn! I need
over.
to see her.
She's
She
not.
ain't even over.
Oh my god. It's giving plain Jane.
It's giving it's giving
You
please.
just had to put your chocolate ice cream in some vanilla, huh, bitch?
It's
You
giving
that desperate?
it's giving alabaster.
Oh, not this bitch look like an egg,
Right.
but
Just a plain old bitch
Right.
that
Well.
that is thin enough and just okay looking enough to make a few dollars by some big dumb black. That's how these little mediocre little white girls be getting over, because there's always a big dumb black somewhere getting ready to wife her. And then
It's
gonna
so
be
ridiculous.
sitting up there in the same talking out the side of their mouth about black women. Y'all can all go to hell. Not all
And
y'all.
they at this point, do they not see the pattern?
No, they don't see nothing but their dick. But it's gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost you.
Mhm. He already
But
got a problem. Well, I know too, like the sexual proclivities of Shannon Sharpe. I did not ask to know that. I didn't consent to any of it.
Yeah, you could have just leaked the nude, and we could
I
have
don't
gone
want to
about our
hear
day.
you growling during sex, bitch. I don't
No,
want to. No.
you over there sounding like you on the motherfucking treadmill. I don't want to. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Like this motherfucker then took his blue chew, and I don't want to hear it.
Blue too. Bye.
Anyway, it's one more pet in the zoo that we got to talk about. Ye, formerly known as Kanye, my fellow native of Chicago. Now we already saw him going down a spiral for quite some time now, but especially within the last 2 months, just saying the wildest shit. But a couple days ago is probably the wildest tweet he's made in a long time, talking about he's sucking his cousin's dick.
Not currently. Not currently.
Well, he said currently, not too long ago, that he sucked his cousin's dick. Now he deleted the tweet.
No, he didn't delete it.
No, he didn't delete that.
He left it up.
Yes, because it's true.
No, this article said he deleted it. Well, he must not know.
He well, what happened was maybe he did, but then somebody retweeted it.
I think they screened. Yeah, they tweeted it or screenshotted,
and then he reposted it.
Oh, child, he was giving. Well, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on sucking that dick. I'm not ashamed.
Well, it's not. I can't even.
Now, add in detail. This is about when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And then he says they stopped doing it when he turned 14. Yeah. Random sidebar, because Lonnie Love, I need you to read. Because Lonnie Love gonna retweet Kanye and gonna say, wait, is he openly admitting to sucking a minor's dick? That ain't what that tweet said.
No, an older cousin was molesting him. And I don't know, it just raised certain questions about.
Well, to be clear, he showed his older cousin the Playboy magazine.
Right. Yes.
And then they decided to act out what they saw. Okay,
Correct.
and he felt guilty because he showed his older cousin first. That's how.
Yeah.
So actually, the molesting was on the younger person, even though they
Yeah.
were both kids.
But they were
saying.
both children, yeah.
Yes, just saying.
And neither can consent.
No, but they did. And honestly,
But they did.
before you go on, Lindsay, I just want to say, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. There's so many things at play here because people it's just like a tough thing for me. I had a girlfriend who, before her untimely death, this is when I was in my 30s, this is a childhood best friend of mine. She had concerns because she was leaving her then little boy child over at his grandmother's house, and there were a lot of cousins running in, running in and out, and the cousins all played together, but she grew concerned when she came home and her child expressed to her that one of the cousins made him put his mouth on his private parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that triggered me when I first read what he said. And I was also brought back to somebody else divulging to me that there was a lot of, his family, they would let the cousins just go off and do, and incestuous things transpired. But there's a bigger question about anybody who introduces that obviously has been sexualized in some way.
True.
Like that doesn't, there is
I
a
think
natural
Kanye even said
curiosity.
that they were trying to act out the things that they saw in the magazine. I think that was the part.
And it may go even deeper. I don't even think Kanye is a reliable source right now because
right.
I don't have to be a doctor, but I know there is something in me that is telling me that he is in serious mania. When you are in mania, if
it's
you've
clear as day.
ever read anything about bipolarity, autism, all of that stuff, sex, or just saying things that are shocking, that is a
all
part
for shock value.
mania.
Like just yes.
All of these things that he's been saying, he never should have had kids with Kim. These are the rantings of someone who is going around unmedicated while unwell. He is unwell.
Didn't he actually admit that he stopped taking his meds?
He proclaimed that he had stopped taking his meds. This was years ago. And then recently, not too long ago, he said something. He diagnosed himself as being autistic.
Yes, I remember that.
He also claimed that he ran Bianca off because she obviously came to her senses. She wanted to put him in a 72-hour hold. He needs it. He needs to be in one. He needs to get the cocktail that would have him on the right path. He doesn't even understand that this destructive behavior is doing nothing but alienating him. While this is happening, number one. Number two, while this is happening, Kim is staying silent and gathering all her guns. She is going to take his children from him. I already know how this is going to go.
Yeah.
It's it's becoming sadder by the day. He's doing all of these things, for shock value. He's throwing things at the wall when showing Bianca's naked body. He got bored with that immediately because it didn't have the impact that he wanted it to have.
Then even her speaking on how she felt kind of coerced into doing that.
I believe she was. And there is something to be said about somebody who within mania is still able to manipulate.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing is just sadder than I could have ever imagined. And I'm trying to allow for some grace. What I found interesting about the whole thing, especially when, people like they're fixated on the fact that he was sucking dick. I hate that.
I was just about to
I
bring that up.
hate the fact that people are zoning in
Oh
on
my God.
the salacious act.
Yes,
He was
you're
a
so focused
child.
on your homophobia. Like, gay.
Yes. Just so so that means he's gay. And
That
then
means he
Jeffree
gay.
Star.
I've been
And
listening to a gay. I've been listening to gay music.
He can't
It's
be.
like,
He can't be. Oh no. Can't marry
No.
He would never marry a homosexual. Let me tell you something. Jeffree Star, who is a makeup artist and
I saw that.
obviously gay, he said he hooked up with him. That was true. Okay.
So,
And I mean,
oh, actually, Azalea Banks has been trying to get Ye's attention so bad. And she's been tweeting too, like saying things like, yeah, and Amber Rose was pegging him, and like just saying all these other additional information. The way he's paying
her ass.
Which I
he's been
think
paying her.
Which I think is particularly evil because this is still a child that there's some molestation here.
Right.
And he's obviously he is revealing that, and that comes from a hurt place.
Right.
Like, are people, he said that same cousin 2 years later or something like that wound up in jail for shooting a pregnant lady. Like,
yes.
something.
Yes. But the focal point for most of y'all was dick, gay.
And y'all are not even taking stock about how you operate within your own families and when children are left to be by themselves.
I want to add to that because you don't know how common it is. I've heard stories about some people's first sexual experience was with
Was
their
with
cousin,
a cousin
playing house. And this goes beyond my generation.
Any of that. I was
Yeah.
never left alone. Like, I don't know. My parents were not into that. They were
My
very
grandmother would be like, no, keep that
self-aware.
door open. She used to
Yes.
say that to us. Keep
You
that
weren't
door
allowed
open.
to just go off and play.
And I was like, what do you think we gonna do? But then, I had been privy to seeing cousins do certain things, and I was like, we're cousins. But my experience was obviously different because I was gay. But it was I was battling something completely different, child.
Right.
He was in a different war.
My problems.
I was like, but yeah, I've heard it beyond my family. It's so common that I'm not surprised with this. Is what I will say. It still saddens me though.
The whole thing saddens me. We are watching his descent into madness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is it my turn?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank God we didn't do the show yesterday because I've had some time to reflect. And I am a real person, so I'm going to be easier on him today than I felt yesterday. Because it's just been months and months and months of you hurting my feelings, other people's feelings, talking about Jews, talking about Hitler, talking about fat people, talking about, faggots, your new favorite word. And you would think that somebody that knows that they were doing what he was doing at that young age would have the understanding of a life of a person who is homosexual Not that you are, or not that you don't claim to be, but you attack people. You know, this hurt people thing is getting old to me. I mean, go through whatever you're going through, take your medicine, but sometimes people are just an asshole, whether they're taking their meds or not. And he is. So for that reason, I was very upset because of what you have been through. I don't think you should be. I don't think you had any room to be speaking that way about the fat and the faggot thing specifically, because you know what you did, and you know what you were going through, and you knew you didn't have control, and you knew that it happened to you, and you know you weren't. So how could you, be so hateful towards another group of people that actually support you? Including me as a gay who's a Kanye West fan. Okay?
Right.
Also, I'm sick of you asking other celebrities to stick up with you trying to get your kids back from Kim. Stop saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce need to help you get your kids back. They're not going to help.
They're not going to help. Let it go.
To do with that bullshit that you're talking about. No one's going to help you get your kids back, okay? Stop. I don't want to hear that. It's the narcissist in you, and I'm over it. Okay? You had kids with Kim. You knew what you were doing. Stop calling her a white woman. That's ridiculous. Your daughter is not the only one wearing makeup at her age. There are other girls doing it too. Girls like makeup starting at the age 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Stop using your own past to forecast what your kids are going to do. Okay? I'm sick of you. And I'm sick of your wife who don't know what the fuck to do. At least Kim and her mother knew what to do, which was tell your dumb ass to go to the hospital. Don't you dare open your mouth and say faggot again. And don't you dare open your mouth and say anything about fat, because you had a tummy tuck when people were telling you were fat.
And he's heavy right now.
And you're fat, by the way. And
right now,
your mom passed away trying to get a weight-related surgery.
Right.
Stop calling people fat. I don't like it. So my reaction to this is maybe a little bit off subject, but bitch, take a look at yourself before you decide to put other people down, bitch. Because other people are going through it too. And I am sick of excusing him because of
his mental
health related conditions.
I'm sick of it. This kind of shit was not happening in, 20 and 25 years ago, where people could just be acting crazy and saying crazy shit. I mean, maybe it's social media, I don't know. But I'm tired of giving grace. So get your shit together. Because other people are being impacted by your recklessness, including your children. And Kim is a fantastic mother. And she's obsessed with her kids. So stop attacking Kim, bitch. And I don't like when black men change. I mean, you chose to have kids with her. Are you stupid or something? People say genius, but some stuff is not getting to the core of the brain. It's giving cause and effect. Sometimes when you hurt people, they don't give you a second chance. So you may not get your kids, dumbass, because you have put Kim through the ringer. So don't be surprised when you lose them. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. If you were a genius, you would know how to work it, and you don't. Okay? So let's just say you're an artist, but we don't need to put genius up there because obviously you dumb as hell.
That was self-proclaimed anyway.
I think he's lost sight of, since he's gained certain status and money, that there are consequences to your bad behavior. Because he's been getting away for so long and still being able to be successful despite being controversial, because he's made that part of his brand for so long and have gotten away with it. Another thing that I've noticed is, like, what a coincidence that we always talk about how sometimes those main topics that come up with somebody are things that they are having an internal battle with or hatred.
Projection.
Calling people fat and faggot. Oh, well, look at that. See, this is just an example.
Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Right? And so we're not making up these things when we say that a lot of times that hate comes from a place from within. Because you are having problems with accepting your truth and identity sometimes. Now, is he a gay? To me, that's not even important. Whether he's exploring his identity or whatever, I don't care. I just don't like the way that he navigates the world. And as far as him making excuses for his mental health, I just personally think that he's irresponsible in the way that he takes care of his mental health. And I think that he doesn't have anybody in his corner, obviously, that he can rely on to help him. Why is he not in the conservatorship? I don't understand that. Like, I really don't.
Chris tried.
Because Kanye got dirt on people and he will run his mouth.
This is true. And I know every day they're like, please.
Yeah.
Remember, Kylie stinks.
So he smelled like Trump. Got it.
And then he was like saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z's son is retarded or something. And then the very next 2 days you said they should help you get your kids back.
Like,
I mean,
make that make sense.
I don't know.
He is
but then we're expecting logic from someone that's neurodivergent and clearly mentally unwell. And it's not to excuse the behavior, but it's to make sense of it, really. Like, nothing that's coming out of his mouth makes sense to me.
But you can reflect after you've tweeted and see. Like, don't ask the same question 3 times. You keep asking why Beyonce and Jay-Z not helping. Look at what you've done the last 2 to 3 times when you were in Mania, allegedly.
It's clear as day why.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't want to but I'm just saying, like, just look at your past and you will see what the future is. And it's cause and effect. So my thing is, learn. You always come up with some new shit. Stop bringing Jay-Z and Beyonce into this. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop.
I know they wake up every day like, why am I in it?
Why am I in it? I'm not helping you get your kids.
I'm not helping you get shit.
No argument from any celebrity is going to help you.
And respectfully, motherfuckers.
The only thing they're going to help you get into is a wheelchair so they can wheel you to the
straight jacket.
Yes.
Take that bitch to the asylum right now. They got enough that they're going through.
I'm sick of him. So, I hope he gets the help. I hope he gets the help that he needs. And then he tweeted, I find it feels weird to have people on my side. It's like, oh wow, and it's kind of like the niggas out here wearing purses and skinny jeans. To me, it's the same energy to me. It's like, oh well, you can go and just bully somebody about what they're wearing for years and years and years, but now all of a sudden it's okay. So now you out here looking like a butch queen who's trying to get his cakes ate, but nobody better not say nothing about you. I mean, it's just that double standard that
And it's like, I remember what you used to dress like in 2008.
Yeah, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all.
Stop cleaning
and maybe I'm too petty and pointed, but my thing is, y'all, people give you grace, but if somebody gay right now tells you that they have the same exact experience, guess what? You're gonna judge them differently. You're gonna judge them differently than you're judging Kanye. You're judging him the way he is because he put on that he was straight first. So that's what you know him as. But if he was always a gay and he told you that he had that experience as a child, there wouldn't be any grace.
None.
So there wouldn't be any grace. So I got a problem with that. And then he's like, oh, I find it so surprising I'm getting so much support. It's your privilege, nigga. So, like I said, I'll repeat, don't be calling nobody else faggot and don't be calling nobody else fat, okay? Leave Lizzo alone. Just stop. Because at the end of the day, I'm a gay. And I can say what those other girls can't say. And I'm going to say it if you keep calling people faggots. Thank you. And I wish you could see my face. Thank you.
Thank you.
It needs to
I'm tired of hurt people hurting other people. Let me just put it like that. I'm tired of it. Get over your Azalea Banks. You too, you greasy motherfucker.
Oh my God.
I'm sick of you.
You motherfucking slew-footed sloth. You always trying to slide into business that ain't even about you.
Yeah, she need to get her teeth fixed.
I know you would think
need
she
to
would
fix
look better
everything.
by now.
Bitch.
I thought she was on her way, like she was getting her body, like her breasts.
Her wig is still $12. I don't
The
know why.
Gilda
I don't
is
know why.
tired.
I don't know why you would think that. Her wig is still $12. I mean, she's living somewhere in Stockholm now. She's a European black girl. I'm like, let me say something. The European black girl's hair looks better than that, you dusty motherfucker. Don't open your mouth to say nothing about Lil Nas X no more. Okay?
Again.
I'm sick of your black ass.
Bitch,
Okay?
your wig is like a like,
Stop
how
talking
dare
about
you?
Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, she really got a thing for him. I don't know what that's about.
And Kanye. Like,
I think she said something about Doechii too.
oh yeah, she can't stand Doechii. It's horrible.
Doechii's that girl.
Though she did defend her one time.
Yeah.
Because people were calling her an industry plant, and she came to her defense.
Which is
but it's
crazy.
like,
It's not.
you know, sometimes a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah,
know?
but that's not, nobody can read. You know, she read everybody.
Yeah.
She does. She doesn't. Well, she doesn't discriminate. I'll say that. One of my
No,
favorites
I
to this
know.
day is how she got Lana Del Rey together, and that's my bitch.
I remember that.
Lana got her together too, though. She did.
I still like her.
Yeah, I still like Lana.
Mm-hmm.
And Doechii got her together.
She did?
Who?
I missed
Azalea?
that.
Yeah, she responded
Oh
to her.
yeah, that's right. That was like a 2-day affair.
She responded to her.
To
Why?
Lana?
No.
Azalea.
Azalea.
Oh.
Doechii.
Bitch. I missed
She
that.
responded to Azalea one time on Instagram.
Oh, did she get her together?
She got her together. Because Doechii's a butch queen.
Yeah.
Doechii's a butch queen. So she kind of knows. Like, I don't think Azalea Banks wants to go toe to toe with her. I do think Doechii's one of the few girls that can bring it to her. Like, of course, in me, because I'm gonna just give her 2 sentences. I'm gonna say even white men don't want nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
That's what I'm gonna tell her.
All you get from them is spit, bitch, in your face.
That's the only one I'm giving away. So just expect that one if we get it.
All you get from them is facials.
Let's start from there. Because if they don't want nothing to do with you, then you know nobody wants nothing to do with you.
Facials, yeah.
Let's be clear. Okay. And I'm of a particular age. I know how it goes. No one's using it.
No one.
No one's using it. So the life you live, trust me. Stop coming for Lil Nas X. Stop coming for Montero. He's the doll. Stop.
How did you feel about the last video drop with him? Lil Nas. Did you like it?
I think that Lil Nas X and Lizzo are in the same boat right now. I think they've done a lot, and I think that
I think a lot of artists are in that space right now.
Every pop star that's someone. Wait. Every little pop star has had a little dip. Okay? Mm-hmm. They went down and then they came back up. Now, it's usually around the 3rd album. So Lizzo and Lil Nas need space to reinvent right now. And they've got record deals with the record companies. Sometimes when people have record companies, they're forced into making an album by a certain time. And it's not their best. And so they have eras that are up and they have eras that are down. And so I'll just say that I feel like this era was a little bit forced. But I do think that he has one undeniable hit, and that's the one with the Pharrell sample.
Mm-hmm.
When is the album dropping? Do you know?
That's another thing. That rollout has been sloppy, but I can give space for my people to have a flop era, like what they call a flop era in the pop world. And I'll be okay with it because I know every artist has them. There's not really an artist who doesn't have a flop era. And some of them are known for their flop era.
Taylor Swift don't got one.
Taylor Swift is, well, I think some would argue that her last one is her flop era. The Poets thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Some people would argue it is.
The one that didn't get not one Grammy.
Yeah, I think that's her little flop era. So, come on, just relax. Like, be easier on yourself, Lizzo and Lil Nas. Y'all both have 2 number ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so take your time, bitch. You don't have to outdo yourself. You already have made history. You as a fat pop star,
I get it.
And you as a gay black pop star, take your time. It happens. Katy Perry has had a flop era. Lady Gaga has had a flop era. Britney Spears has had a flop era, and Mariah Carey has had a flop era.
To be clear, I don't know if Katy Perry ever got back up on her knees, but she's doing the best she can because that bitch sold all her whole catalog.
Well, that's what the girls are doing now.
She did. A lot of these girls was trying to stack their coins after that pandemic.
They're doing that.
After that pandemic. Do you know how much she sold it for?
I want to say
probably a lot.
Yeah,
it probably was a lot of money.
I'm interested.
Dr. Dre sold his. That's what the girls are doing.
Yeah. But the music just has not been what it was since 2011, 12.
She sold it for $225 million.
And listen, that's over.
She did well.
And then she was hosting on American Idol, and then she quit that. I don't know what's next after that.
She was getting $20 million a year for that.
Right. So I don't know why she quit.
Because it's tiring. They keep you there a long time.
If they can.
They work the shit.
But to me, a check is a check.
No, but I'm saying they work the shit out of those judges when they're filming.
Yeah.
Like they be recording all day. It's tiring. That's why they lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's his name? Lionel Richie is giving pay me.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect for him. It's perfect for him. He's touring and stuff. You know what I mean?
Give me my check.
Happy to be there, child.
Give me my check. Thank God he's there. You know what I mean?
Say you, say me. Just give me my check. But I think we got out everything off our chests, off our breasts. We said what needed to be said.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny how I barely correlate Lionel Richie with any of his pop hits. My personal relationship with Lionel Richie started on Tuskegee University campus, where he formed the Commodores, singing all the black hits. That's the Lionel Richie I know and love. I mean, I love all his music, but
Black Lionel,
special connection to his Commodores catalog. That's when he was doing some singing. That's why when he came back to BET and they gave him the honors, the blacks was looking at him like, so you really not going to Love Will Find a Way? Like, you really not going to lean into your R&B? Okay, so here we are.
I know I'm gonna do my biggest hits.
He's gonna do all night long. All right, which was good, but anybody who know that album know the one that used to play on Black radio was "Love Will Find a Way." That is Lionel Richie. But I'm so happy he's there, and so is he.
Period.
That's it.
You know, I actually need to watch that tribute. I didn't even see it.
The blacks were so disappointed. They were. They don't want to hear no fucking dancing on the ceiling. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear Just to Be Close to You. We want to hear Zoom, bitch. Like, we want to hear that. But him and the Commodores fell out, so he don't do none of their music. He hasn't performed any Commodores music probably in over 30 years.
Child, that's almost every group.
But that is the band that he formed on the campus of Tuskegee University, I believe. And those are some country niggas. And he married the beautiful Brenda Ritchie, who I believe was a majorette or some shit at that time.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes, say it.
Because the show's about to end. But this has to do with what we were talking about. Somebody said, would y'all be upset if I told y'all using terms like BBC is a form of race play?
Fuck.
Listen. But now they got BWC, so listen, pay it.
What's that?
Oh, big white cop. No,
It don't have the same. Nah, I don't like that.
Well, listen, Lindsay, they say it.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. There's a getting.
That sounds like a bank. I don't like that
yeah,
one.
BWC.
They be saying it, girl.
Like a mutual fund, bitch. I don't like that.
They be saying it, girl. That's
Big
fine.
white cock.
Oh.
Big white cock.
Don't ever say that again.
But before I forget this, I want to give a shout out to Lady Gaga for her amazing performance at Coachella. Like,
Baby.
it has to be acknowledged.
Baby.
I'm sorry, it was so good. And I also want to bring a highlight to that because she had a microphone malfunction, so I know it's possible to recover when shit fuck up. You hear that, sister? But anyway, the point is,
cinema.
It was
next
and
level.
those fools in the audience, they barely knew what they were looking at. It was full of influencers. These young girls, man, Coachella. Like, you didn't even deserve that. I deserve that.
Everything. Like, I was just blown away. Like, did you just do a Broadway production of your album? Your career?
I've been to 3 Gaga tours. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to Joanne, Art Pop, and in Chromatica.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember that.
This is her best ever.
To still be able to top yourself is a flex that some of you bitches would never be able to ever achieve.
Yeah.
But I think for me, the part that I'm stuck on was the way that she merged all those albums that made sense. It just, everything made sense. She made all those albums work together in acts. I was just like, girl, so good.
Singing Paparazzi with just the piano was just like, I was in heaven.
Yeah. That was a fucking concert.
Mm-hmm.
For your motherfucking
nerves. Your fucking nerves, yeah.
No Onya. But okay, we said it. Anything else y'all want to say before we go to our swallowers?
Well, this is our 99th episode.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, the 100th episode has to be beat.
I don't know when y'all gonna get it.
You might get it in October.
Oh wow!
At least by
live. I don't know. You might get it live. You might get. I don't know what. But I feel like it should be a little big. But this is our 99th episode. Thank you to everyone who has stuck in there with us. Good, bad, ugly. Fucking host changes.
For all the swallowers that are
everything.
Yes, all of you that are at work right now, just needing a distraction, listening to this, all of you that's cleaning your house with the good soaps and bleach, uh, all of you doing laundry, all of you in traffic right now in the
Oh my
fucking
God.
jam. Thank you for listening.
Thank
I
you
love the different
for
ways that you
listening.
listen to the show.
Hopefully, our next era will be even better. I mean, the 100th episode. I mean, it is kind of a milestone. We've been doing this quite a long time, and it started off as like kind of a lark, and then it evolved into it's a thing unto itself.
Right.
What,
That's where we're at
Marcus?
with it.
I mean, it's the 100th episode, sweetie. We're far beyond that.
I
A
know, right?
99.
We're far beyond that.
What?
I go back to what I say. The show, it better be beat.
It will
It
be
better
beat.
It will be beat.
Oh Lord.
I would love for it
So
to
much.
be live.
That's fine.
Listen,
I mean, I'm open.
oh Jesus, getting these
I,
honey, getting us all together at once to do it, especially now that things are like happening behind the scenes for all three of us. All three of us are cultivating like different endeavors, so it is kind of difficult to come together. But I don't know, something special.
listen, y'all
Doesn't have
look
to
out
be
for
live,
it.
but something a little special for the 100th episode. Did he say October? Oh my God.
On or before October. In
That's
or
a long
before.
time. Damn, that is a long.
No later than August. How about that?
Okay, I could deal with that.
See, this is why y'all gotta subscribe so y'all can get a notification, my love.
In August, when it's now April.
From the A to the A. Yep.
Thank y'all for hanging in there.
Please give us 5 stars to motivate us more. It gives us
That's
reason
not how
to
it
want to
works.
come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars. That's not exactly how that works, but please give us 5 stars. And
Give us a good rating. Give us 5 stars on any platform that you listen to us on. Share this with your friends or family and bring them into the hard to swallow experience.
yeah.
Period.
Follow us at HTS_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And it's been lovely talking to you all. And goodbye for now.
Good night.
99 problems, but a podcast.
And I don't
ain't
have
one.
Kanye West.
Bye.
Well, bye.